Hey, it's your dad here, and this is my wall of rides. You can have one just like it. But ideally, yours would be pictures of you and not me, because why would you have pictures of me on your wall, you creep? Not you, Mom. You're allowed to have pictures of me. That's not creepy. Hey, hurry. Hit the like button. Don't think about it, just do it. Ride photos have been my go-to souvenir for years. It's inexpensive, and hey, as a dad, I actually get to be in the pictures. But to make these pictures memorable, you need to know where the ride cameras are. That's where I come in. Okay, you don't always need to know where the ride photos are. This is an honest reaction right here. Honestly, it's still one of my favorites. Let's start learning where the ride cameras are. Let's start at the Magic Kingdom, and let's start with Tron. Why? Well, because it's easy. Right here at the beginning of the ride, you're going to take a little pause before you launch. When you launch, you're going to get your picture taken. The great thing about Tron is you get your picture taken from both sides. You know, so you're not blocked by some annoying guy holding his thumb up. Oh wait, that's me. Bonus, if you have Memory Maker, you get a little video too. I'm keeping it easy. We're going on Tiana's Bayou adventure next. As you're coming down the big hill, and you know you're about to because you climbed the big hill, the camera's going to be here on your left side. So strike that pose and then cover yourself because you're about to get wet. All right, we've got the easiest ones out of the way. Let's stretch our chops a little bit more. Let's head back into Tomorrowland, and we're going to go on Space Mountain. Space Mountain has two different ride tracks, but both start in a tunnel like this. Now, if you're going to make a left turn, that means the ride camera is going to be on your left. Cheese! But if you're going down this tunnel and you see you're going to make a right turn, that means the camera is going to be on, say it with me, on your right side. You're just growing up too fast. Typically, if you don't have a lightning lane, you're going to end up with the camera on the left. And if you do have lightning lane, well, you'll probably be on the right. Alright, the next ride camera is going to be a little bit more difficult, but we're staying in Tomorrowland and riding Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Near the end of the ride, you're going to go through this tunnel that has an animated Zurg flying around. That's not it. When you come out of this tunnel, Zurg is going to be on your right. This picture's taken when you're right in front of Zurg. So get that pose going, because, you know, you want to have the nice picture like this, and not one of you concentrating on the game like this. Next up is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I often forget that there are two cameras on this ride, plus a video. Basically, remember Seven Dwarfs this way. If you go up a hill, there's going to be a ride camera right after. After the first hill, you're going to make a right turn, and then as you come back around to the left, hey, there's the ride camera. This is the one I always forget about. The second ride camera is after the next hill as you're exiting the mine. This time, as soon as you're going down the hill, the camera is on your left. Once again, if you have the Memory Maker, you get a video of your time on this ride. Next up is the Haunted Mansion. As your journey on the Doom Buggy begins, you're going to pass this Hall of Pictures. The last picture is going to take your picture. This time she's actually posing. I know. I'll work on it with her. For the Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride camera is near the beginning of the ride. You'll pass this beach scene on your left, you'll come around the corner, and you'll see a talking skeleton. No, that's not your imagination. That skeleton's gonna take your picture. I feel like I need to explain this one. See, we were being pirates. We had hooks for hands and an eye patch. It seemed really creative when I came up with it. Alright, we're done with the Magic Kingdom, so let's head on over to Epcot. This is a great ride to ride in summer, or for the first time in forever. I know, I'm a dad. I just can't let it go. Anyway, after the backward section of the ride, the boat will turn back around. As soon as you start to pass Marshmallow on the way down the hill, strike that pose because the camera's on your left. The next photo op is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. This coaster starts with a reverse launch through a jump point. As you exit the jump point, the car of the roller coaster will begin to turn around. This is where you'll find the camera. You'll want to start holding that pose as soon as you exit that tunnel. At the point of recording this video, the next ride is actually closed for refurbishment, but it's going to reopen and I don't think they're going to move where the camera is at. Of course, I'm speaking of Test Track. Right after you go outside on this ride, you'll go down a little hill, and to your right, there's the camera. I promise when this one reopens, I'll pose for a better picture. And that's it for Epcot, so let's head over to Hollywood Studios. Rockin Rollercoaster is another one that's super easy to remember where it's at. You get the countdown, you launch, and you get a picture. Right next to the Rockin Rollercoaster is the Tower of Terror. Since this ride doesn't follow the same pattern every time, it's a little more difficult to tell you where the ride camera is. Basically, at some point you're going to go up and the doors are going to open in front of you. That's when they take the picture. They want to see that last smile right before they drop you. This is yet another one that if you have a PhotoPass, they actually give you a video of your experience as well. Over in Toy Story Land, we have the Slinky Dog Dash. This coaster is in kind of two parts. After the second launch, you're going to go down a series of 4 hills that simulate the feeling of riding a Slinky. At the bottom of those hills, you're going to make a left turn, followed by an immediate right. As you're making the right turn, the camera is on your right. With that, we're on to our last park and our last 2 rides. And if you don't see this video until next year, we're down to our last ride. So in Animal Kingdom, Everest is going to be your big photo opportunity. Basically, the ride's going to pause for a minute so you can see the Yeti tear apart the track that you're about to go on. Don't worry, this happens every single time I ride it. It's not an issue. And they're not going to take the picture just Yeti. It's almost over, I promise. Just hang in there. As soon as the ride begins to move again, and just before you head out of the cave to the great outdoors, there's your camera. That leads us to our last ride at Disney World. And you better get your picture taken on this one before it goes extinct. Near the end of the ride, you're going to start dodging the meteors coming in. He's going to shout left. He's going to shout right. You're going to hear the computer beep, and he's going to say, "Computer, now what?" You better be looking to your right, because there's the Carnotaurus, and he's got a camera, and he knows how to use it. So hopefully this guide will help you just have a little more fun in the parks, and get you some memorable souvenirs. Hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to hit the like button. Otherwise, YouTube doesn't know that this is an amazing video. And even if you don't think it's an amazing video, you can still give me a like, because I mean, come on, that's the nice thing to do. I am trying really hard. That's got to be worth something. Hopefully I'll see you next time. I'm not needy.